Backyard Tour September 2025. Modern landscaping and outdoor design ideas. Welcome to the Backyard Tour, September 2025, a journey into the heart of modern landscaping and outdoor design. This is a time when the backyard is no longer a simple patch of grass or a collection of plants. It has become a living, breathing extension of the home itself, a carefully crafted environment that balances beauty, comfort, and function. Imagine stepping outside your door and finding yourself immersed in a personal retreat where every corner is designed with intention, where natural elements meet architecture, and where style seamlessly blends with sustainability. The backyard of today, and even more so the backyard of tomorrow, is not about maintaining tradition, but about reimagining possibility. The modern backyard in 2025 is shaped by layers of design. At its foundation is greenery, lush and carefully chosen to complement both climate and lifestyle. Plants are selected not just for their aesthetic value, but for their resilience, their ecological contribution, and their ability to create harmony between built spaces and nature. Surrounding the greenery are functional hardscape elements, patios, decks, pathways, and outdoor kitchens that merge usability with sophistication. The design language is clean, minimal, and purposeful, yet it also embraces warmth and character through textures like natural stone, reclaimed wood, and subtle metallic finishes. Patios have transformed into outdoor living rooms, complete with weather-resistant furniture that rivals the comfort of indoor spaces. Seating arrangements invite conversation and relaxation, whether in the form of a sleek sectional sofa with soft cushions or sculptural lounge chairs positioned for the best view of the garden. Dining areas are elevated with modern tables that feature integrated lighting, smart materials, and even built-in fire elements for evening warmth. The goal is to create zones that respond to how people actually live outdoors, zones for entertaining, for solitude, and for connection with nature. Water features are playing a significant role in shaping the atmosphere of these spaces. Instead of grandiose fountains, the trend is towards subtle, modern streams, reflecting pools and minimalist cascades. These provide not just visual beauty, but also the gentle sound of flowing water, creating a calming environment that transforms a backyard into a true retreat. Paired with smart lighting systems, these features come alive at night, turning gardens into luminous sanctuaries where shadows, reflections, and textures perform a quiet choreography. At the same time, sustainability has become a central pillar. Backyards are no longer just for decoration. They are now ecosystems. Garden beds double as sources of fresh produce, integrating edible landscaping into design. Native plants reduce the need for excessive watering and fertilizers, while vertical gardens maximize greenery even in smaller urban settings. Solar-powered lighting and rainwater harvesting systems ensure that beauty does not come at the cost of environmental responsibility. In fact, many homeowners are finding joy in watching their outdoor spaces not only serve their families, but also contribute to local biodiversity, welcoming birds, bees, and butterflies back into suburban and city landscapes. Fire pits and fireplaces are evolving into sculptural design statements. In 2025, they are no longer just circular pits in the ground, but sleek, linear installations crafted from Portland steel, concrete, or ceramic. These designs create focal points that invite gatherings, extending the usability of outdoor spaces well into cooler evenings and autumn months. Combined with built-in seating, layered cushions, and outdoor rugs, they create an atmosphere of warmth and intimacy that rivals the comfort of indoor living. Another defining feature of today's backyard is the integration of technology. Smart outdoor systems allow homeowners to control lighting, irrigation, heating, and even outdoor audio with a simple touch or voice command. Imagine a backyard that welcomes you home by illuminating pathways, adjusting the temperature of your plunge pool, or playing soft background music as you unwind after a long day. Technology has seamlessly woven itself into the landscape, not as a distraction, but as an enhancer of experience. The aesthetic trends of this year reflect a blend of minimalism and naturalism. On one hand, design seeks clarity, straight lines, uncluttered surfaces, and carefully curated objects. On the other, it embraces organic shapes, natural imperfections, and textures that invite touch. Materials like raw stone, untreated wood, and living greenery soften the sharpness of modern design, making outdoor spaces not just stylish, but also deeply inviting. Colors lean toward earthy neutrals, sand, charcoal, clay, and sage, punctuated by bold accents in planters, textiles, or sculptural art. One cannot ignore the cultural influence shaping backyard design today. With global connectivity and exposure to diverse architectural styles, homeowners are borrowing from Mediterranean courtyards, Japanese Zen gardens, and Scandinavian simplicity, merging them into unique personal expression. The result is a backyard that does not simply copy a trend, but tells a story about travel, inspiration, and individual identity. Ultimately, the first impression of a 2025 backyard is one of transformation. It is not about excess or extravagance, but about thoughtful integration. Every element, from the placement of a seating area to the choice of a climbing plant, is intentional. The backyard is no longer a backdrop, but a stage where life unfolds, where mornings begin with fresh air and evenings conclude under the glow of carefully designed light. It is a reminder that modern living is not confined to the walls of the home, but expands into the open air, redefining the boundary between indoors and outdoors. This is the backyard as sanctuary, as living room, as dining room, and as canvas for creativity. It is both timeless in its embrace of nature and futuristic in its adoption of design and technology. It reflects who we are now and where we are heading in the years to come. As the tour continues into the deeper layers of modern outdoor design, the vision of the backyard in 2025 grows richer, more diverse, and more forward-looking. This is the moment where style meets purpose, where the aesthetics of space evolve into statements about lifestyle, and where trends signal the direction of how outdoor living will be experienced in the years ahead. To understand the essence of this transformation, it is important to explore the evolving role of the backyard, not just as a place of rest, but as an active participant in the rhythm of daily life. The concept of zoning has become central to backyard architecture. Designers today create multiple areas within one cohesive space, ensuring each serves a unique function while still harmonizing with the overall design. An outdoor lounge may be seamlessly connected to a dining patio, which flows into a meditation nook framed by bamboo screens, and then leads to a vegetable garden enriched by vertical planters. Each zone feels distinct yet connected, providing choice and flexibility depending on mood, occasion, or season. This layered approach mirrors how interiors are designed, where every room has a purpose, yet contributes to the home's overall narrative. One of the most exciting aspects of contemporary backyard design is the blending of architecture with landscape. Instead of adding a garden after the home is built, homeowners and architects now think of the outdoor space as part of the architectural plan itself. Walls extend into courtyards, floors transition into decks, and ceilings dissolve into pergolas or trellises covered with greenery. This continuity blurs the line between indoor and outdoor, making the home feel larger, more connected, and more fluid. Transparency through glass doors, retractable walls, and skylights enhances this integration, bringing sunlight, air, and garden views directly into living areas. Furniture and decor trends reflect this shift. Outdoor collections are no longer afterthoughts, but major design investments, crafted with durability and elegance in equal measure. Modular sofas, adaptable to both intimate evenings and larger gatherings, dominate patios. Sculptural tables made of stone or recycled materials add artistic value, turning every meal outdoors into a curated experience. Hammocks, swings, and daybeds positioned under trees or shade structures create pockets of tranquility. Textiles are soft yet resilient, with weatherproof fabrics that rival the sophistication of indoor upholstery while ensuring comfort year-round. Lighting design deserves special attention, as it is now one of the defining features of the modern backyard. Gone are the days of a single overhead bulb or a string of fairy lights. In 2025, lighting is layered, artistic, and deeply atmospheric. Pathways are softly illuminated with recessed lights that guide the way without overpowering the scene. Walls and fences become canvases for subtle uplighting, casting dramatic shadows of plants and trees. Pergolas glow with hidden strips of LED lights, while seating areas are accented with lanterns or sculptural fixtures. This orchestration of light creates a dynamic mood that changes with time of day, from vibrant and energizing in the afternoon to intimate and magical at night. Sustainability continues to influence every design choice. Energy efficiency, low maintenance, and ecological sensitivity are priorities. Green roofs and living walls are increasingly common, reducing heat, filtering air, and adding biodiversity. Permeable paving materials allow rainwater to seep naturally into the soil, preventing runoff and replenishing groundwater. Designers experiment with xeriscaping, landscapes that thrive with minimal irrigation, especially in regions facing water scarcity. Recycling and repurposing materials have become a matter of pride, with homeowners showcasing reclaimed wood decks, recycled glass fire pits, and stone salvage from local quarries. This is not simply about saving resources. It is about crafting spaces with authenticity, character, and responsibility. Wellness is another driving force behind backyard trends. People are turning their gardens into sanctuaries for mental and physical health. Meditation corners framed with natural textures, yoga decks open to the sunrise, and cold plunge pools paired with sauna highlight the growing influence of health-conscious design. Aromatic plants like lavender, rosemary, and jasmine are chosen not only for fragrance, but also for their therapeutic qualities. Quiet water features provide sensory relaxation, while shaded reading nooks encourage mindfulness. The backyard becomes more than an aesthetic project. It becomes a healing environment, a retreat from the fast pace of modern life. The influence of global culture is evident in the eclectic combinations appearing in 2025 backyards. Mediterranean-style courtyards with terracotta tiles and olive trees coexist with Scandinavian-inspired minimalism, where clean lines and pale woods dominate. Japanese-inspired zen spaces with gravel rakes and bonsai complement bold tropical plantings reminiscent of Southeast Asia. Rather than sticking to a single theme, homeowners are blending inspirations into hybrid styles that tell personal stories, reflecting both heritage and aspirations. This fusion is facilitated by the availability of global materials, as well as the digital platforms that allow homeowners to explore, source, and customize their designs. Technology continues to redefine convenience. Outdoor kitchens now include smart grills that adjust cooking times automatically, refrigerators connected to apps that track inventory, and surfaces that clean themselves with special coatings. Pools come with automated maintenance systems, ensuring water quality with minimal effort. Climate-responsive pergolas open or close depending on sunlight intensity, while robotic mowers keep lawns trimmed without human effort. All of these innovations are seamlessly connected to smart home systems, making the backyard just as intelligent as the interior of the house. Another noteworthy trend is the move toward multi-generational design. As families spend more time together at home, outdoor spaces are designed to cater to all ages. Play areas for children, complete with safe climbing structures and interactive water features, coexist with sophisticated lounges for adults. Raised garden beds and accessible paths ensure elderly family members can also enjoy the outdoors. The goal is inclusivity, creating backyards that invite everyone to participate, regardless of age or ability. At the heart of all these design choices is a growing appreciation for storytelling through space. A backyard is no longer only about aesthetics or function. It is about narrative. The placement of a tree may symbolize growth, the use of reclaimed stone may connect to history, and the incorporation of a specific plant may honor a family tradition. Every detail contributes to a story that unfolds in the open air, shaping experiences and memories. This evolution makes the backyard of 2025 a living, dynamic stage. It adapts to the seasons, it responds to technological advances, and it reflects global and local cultural shifts. It celebrates beauty but never forgets purpose. It looks forward to the future while grounding itself in sustainability and authenticity. Above all, It speaks of a new way of living, one where the outdoors is not secondary but essential, not ornamental but integral, not separate from the home, but part of its beating heart. As the journey through the modern backyard of 2025 draws toward its conclusion, the focus shifts to the forward-looking trends that will shape the outdoor spaces of tomorrow. What we are witnessing now is not merely a temporary wave of design preferences, but the foundation of a long-term transformation in how people view, use, and value their outdoor environments. The backyard has become a living laboratory for experimenting with architecture, ecology, technology, and lifestyle, and its evolution offers a preview of where domestic design as a whole is heading. One of the defining movements is the rise of regenerative landscapes. While sustainability has long been a guiding principle, regenerative design goes beyond conservation to actively restore and replenish ecosystems. Backyards of the future will be designed as microhabitats, using native plants to rebuild soil health, integrating rain gardens to filter stormwater, and providing habitats for pollinators and wildlife. This approach transforms a simple garden into a living contribution to the wider environment, where every square meter has the potential to heal and sustain. The beauty of regenerative design lies in its dual purpose. It is visually stunning while simultaneously serving the planet. Climate adaptability is also driving innovation. With changing weather patterns, outdoor spaces must withstand both extremes of heat and sudden rain. Shade structures are being reimagined with adaptive materials that can automatically adjust their opacity depending on sunlight. Cooling mist systems, once confined to luxury resorts, are now seamlessly integrated into residential pergolas. Plant palettes are curated with resilience in mind, combining drought-tolerant species with those that thrive in wetter cycles. These strategies ensure that backyards remain usable and comfortable, regardless of unpredictable climates. Social trends are leaving their mark as well. With more people working from home, outdoor offices are emerging as a key feature. These are not makeshift desks on the patio, but fully realized workspaces, complete with shade, power outlets, ergonomic seating, and even outdoor Wi-Fi boosters. Working in fresh air enhances creativity, reduces stress, and makes the workday feel less confined. Similarly, outdoor classrooms for children are being explored, offering flexible environments where learning can take place surrounded by nature. These spaces symbolize the broadening role of the backyard, not just a place for leisure, but a hub for productivity and growth. Art and culture are also becoming inseparable from backyard design. Murals painted on garden walls, sculptural installations tucked among plants, and even outdoor performance areas are turning gardens into stages for expression. Designers are increasingly collaborating with artists, blurring the line between landscape architecture and fine art. The result is a sense of identity and character that cannot be replicated elsewhere, transforming outdoor areas into personalized cultural statements. This approach ensures that backyards feel less like standardized spaces and more like one-of-a-kind experiences. The future backyard is also deeply tied to wellness technology. Expect to see biometric responsive environments where lighting, sound, and even scent adjust according to mood or activity. A meditation zone might dim its lights and release calming aromas when sensors detect elevated stress. Fitness corners might activate music and adjust floor resistance for yoga or strength training. Cold plunge pools and infrared saunas are becoming more common, integrated as part of a holistic lifestyle that treats the backyard as a personal health retreat. The convergence of design and wellness technology creates an outdoor space that not only looks beautiful, but actively improves quality of life. Materials of the future are another exciting frontier. Innovations in sustainable building are giving rise to surfaces made from recycled plastics, bio-based composites, and even materials that absorb carbon from the atmosphere. These eco-conscious choices are not compromises. They rival traditional materials in strength and durability while making bold visual statements. Transparent solar panels are beginning to replace traditional pergola roofs, generating clean energy while still allowing sunlight to filter through. The backyard is becoming a testing ground for these new technologies, showcasing how design and environmental responsibility can work hand in hand. Customization and personalization are reaching new levels as digital design tools become more accessible. Homeowners can now experiment with augmented reality platforms that allow them to preview garden layouts, lighting schemes, and furniture arrangements before a single change is made. This democratization of design empowers individuals to shape their backyards in ways that reflect their own dreams, rather than relying solely on prepackaged solutions. Every detail, from plant selection to water feature placement, can be tailored, ensuring that no two backyards feel alike. The cultural value of the backyard is also shifting. In a world where property value and lifestyle are closely intertwined, a well-designed outdoor space is no longer a luxury, but an expectation. Buyers look not just at square footage, but at how the home connects with its environment. A thoughtfully designed backyard can significantly elevate property worth, creating a return on investment that is both financial and experiential. This is why developers and architects are prioritizing outdoor living in their plans, knowing that the future homeowner expects as much from the backyard as from the living room or kitchen. Looking ahead, the trends suggest that the backyard will continue to blur boundaries. It will merge architecture with ecology, technology with tradition, and global influences with local identity. It will be at once practical and poetic, a place for both utility and beauty. It will not remain static, but will continue to adapt, evolve, and surprise us with new ways of living outdoors. Above all, it will remind us of the fundamental truth that humans are meant to connect with nature, and that even in an age of rapid urbanization and digital immersion, the backyard remains a sacred space where life feels grounded and complete. The backyard of 2025 stands as a symbol of this new philosophy. It shows us that outdoor design is not about decoration alone, but about shaping environments that support health, creativity, community, and sustainability. It proves that architecture and landscaping together can create spaces that are not only functional, but transformative. And it points toward a future where every home, no matter its size, has the potential to expand beyond its walls, to embrace the outdoors, and to turn everyday living into an experience of beauty and meaning. In this way, the backyard becomes more than a setting, it becomes a story, a stage, and a vision of the future. It is where memories will be made, where communities will gather, and where individuals will find peace. It is ultimately a testament to the idea that design is not about objects or structures alone, but about the life those designs inspire. And as we move forward, this truth will continue to guide the way we create, imagine, and live within our modern outdoor worlds.